In the most influential circles of society, your English is far more than a tool for relaying information. It is an aesthetic. It is a signal of your upbringing, your education, and your self-worth. Most people enter a social gathering with the goal of being liked, but in doing so, they inadvertently adopt a posture of a subordinate. They apologize for their presence, they fill the silence with nervous chatter, and they use people-pleasing language that erodes their authority. I am Grace, and this is Trinity English Scholar. Today, we are mastering the architecture of charisma. We are moving away from functional English and entering the realm of the social architect. We are going to explore how to navigate a room full of high-net-worth individuals, visionaries, or industry leaders without ever losing your center. Before we deconstruct the mechanics of high-status rapport, consider subscribing to this channel. To speak with poise, you must first train your mind to think with poise. By subscribing, you are committing to a higher standard of communication. Furthermore, for those who seek the ultimate refinement of their social persona, Trinity English Scholar provides the philological and strategic depth required to belong in any room on earth. Trinity is where the ambitious are transformed into the indispensable. If you are ready to stop competing for attention and start commanding it, let us begin. The core concept we must master today is the social equilibrium. To understand this, we must first look at the invisible status weight of every word we choose. In every human interaction, from a casual coffee to a high-stakes board meeting, there is a constant, subconscious negotiation of power. Most learners, even those with high fluency, unintentionally tilt this balance against themselves through linguistic shrinking. Consider the word just. It is perhaps the most destructive word in the English language for a professional. When you say, "I'm just checking in," or "Could I just have a moment?" you are performatively shrinking. The word just in this context functions as a diminutive. It tells the listener that your request is small, your time is less valuable, and that you are seeking permission to exist in their space. At Trinity English Scholar, we teach you to excise these status leaks. Maintaining equilibrium requires declarative certainty. This means replacing permission-seeking with consultative peerage. A peer does not ask if they can speak, they contribute when the timing is optimal. They do not look up at success with wide-eyed wonder, they look across at it with analytical interest. Let's look at the philology of the word catalyst. It comes from the Greek katalysis, meaning dissolution or the breaking of bonds. In chemistry, a catalyst accelerates a reaction without being consumed by it. When you use this word in a social setting, asking a CEO about the catalyst for their growth, you are signaling that you think in terms of high-level systems. You aren't asking about luck or hard work, you are asking about the fundamental chemical change in their business. This choice of lexis instantly recalibrates the equilibrium. It signals that you are a person of high-tier intellectual caliber. Furthermore, the equilibrium is maintained through the physicality of speech. High-status English is stress-timed and low variance. This means your voice does not fluctuate wildly with nervous energy. You speak with a resonant center. If you speak too quickly, you signal that you are afraid the listener will interrupt you, a classic sign of low status. If you speak with deliberate pacing, you signal that your thoughts are valuable enough to wait for. In this 8-minute window, I want you to visualize your words as physical weights. If you use people-pleasing language, you are handing the other person your weight. If you use Trinity lexis, you are holding your ground. Equilibrium is not about being better than others, it is about refusing to be lesser. It is the quiet, unshakable confidence of a scholar who knows their worth is a prerequisite, not a variable. By the end of this hour, you will not just speak English, you will inhabit it with the poise of an architect. Understanding the equilibrium is a theoretical necessity, but mastering it requires an acute eye for the micro shifts in real-world dialogue. We are now going to transition from the abstract to the applied. In this next segment, I will deconstruct 3 specific social intersections where the equilibrium is most frequently lost. We will look at the non-Trinity reaction, the reflexive, low-status response that most learners rely on, and contrast it with the Trinity Scholar approach. As you listen, I want you to pay close attention not just to the words, but to the rhythmic shift and the lexical weight of the sovereign response. This is where the theory of equilibrium becomes the practice of power. Example 1. Entering a conversation. Let us analyze the mechanics of the social entry. Imagine you are at a high-level symposium. You see 3 influential directors engaged in a deep discussion about market trends. You wish to join them. The non-Trinity scholar approaches with subordinate English. They might say, "Excuse me, sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to say I really liked your talk. Can I join you guys for a minute?" Listen to the frequency of that speech. It is high-pitched, hurried, and carries 3 status leaks. First, the apology, "Sorry to interrupt," labels you as a nuisance. Second, the word just, "I just wanted to say," minimizes your intent. Third, the permission seeking, "Can I join?" hands the other person the power to reject you. The Trinity scholar performs a status-neutral entry. They wait for a natural pause, maintain eye contact, and say, "I caught the tail end of your remarks regarding market volatility. It was a compelling perspective. I'd be curious to hear how you're mitigating the risks in the current quarter." Notice the shift. There is no apology. Instead, there is a value add. You have complimented their perspective, a high-status noun, and immediately asked a peer-level question about mitigating risks. You aren't asking for their time, you are offering them an intellectual exchange. This is the hallmark of a Trinity English scholar. Example 2. Responding to a compliment. Now, let us examine the modesty trap. Someone observes your performance and says, "Your English is impeccable. Where did you study?" The non-Trinity scholar uses performative modesty. They say, "Oh, thank you, but I still make many mistakes. I am still learning. It's very difficult." While this feels humble, it is actually a strategic failure. By highlighting your mistakes, you are forcing the other person to either pity you or reassure you. You have taken a moment of power and turned it into a moment of maintenance. You have signaled that you are still a student, not a master. The Trinity scholar practices status acceptance. They say, "I appreciate the acknowledgement. I've always viewed linguistic precision as a necessary prerequisite for global leadership." Hear the resonance in that response. By using the word acknowledgement instead of compliment, you suggest that your skill is a factual reality that they have simply noticed. By linking your precision to global leadership, you have told them exactly who you are. You have accepted the status they offered and anchored it to your professional identity. Example 3. Executive closure. Finally, the exit. You are in a conversation, but you need to move on to meet other delegates. The non-Trinity scholar uses escape English. They say, "I'm so sorry, I have to go now. I see my friend over there. It was nice talking to you, sorry again." Again, the apology creates a sense of guilt. It suggests that leaving is a bad thing. You sound like a child asking a teacher to permission to leave the table. This leaves a lingering impression of weakness. The Trinity scholar uses executive closure. They say, "It's been an engaging exchange. I'm going to circulate further, but let's ensure we connect on LinkedIn to continue this thread." The word circulate is the key. In high society English, you don't go or leave, you circulate. It implies that you are a social node moving through a network. You didn't ask to leave, you stated your intention.
By offering to connect, you've ended the interaction on a high note of future collaboration. You have maintained your sovereignty until the final second. Let us distill the charisma protocol. Abolish the apology. Stop saying sorry for taking up space. It is your right to be in the room. Use peer-level lexis. Incorporate words like catalyst, mitigation, prerequisite, and circulate to signal your caliber. The across perspective. Never speak up to anyone. Speak across to them as a peer, regardless of their title. Executive closure. Always end your interactions with intention. State where you are going and how you will stay connected. Your mission this week is to become a social architect. The qualifier cleanse. For the next 48 hours, delete the word just from all your emails and speech. Observe how it feels to speak with declarative certainty. The status pivot. Write a status-neutral entry sentence for your industry in the comments below. Show me how you would enter a conversation between two experts as a peer. I will be reviewing your contributions to ensure your lexis matches your ambition. I am Grace. At Trinity English Scholar, we don't just teach you to speak, we teach you to be heard. I will see you in our next program.